It's working. Yay. I was like really freaking out because it was just spinning. It was just spinning. It says going live and it was just spinning. And I'm like waiting there for 10 minutes. And I'm like, what if I misread everything and I don't even have access to a live? How embarrassing would that be? But here I am. And thank you guys for being here. This is so cool. And what I figured out today was that today is a subscriber's birthday. Happy birthday, Courtney. And coincidentally, it's also my 1 year anniversary for being on YouTube. I actually managed to stick with it for a year. And you guys are the reward. So let's get started with, hey, Maria, or Marie, I'm sorry. Marie, I'm really happy that you made it. I know that you mentioned earlier that you, I dropped a card, weren't sure if you could. So I'm super happy that you made it. Smiling is contagious. Hello. Thank you so much for being here. I'm super excited as well. All right, ladies. Hey, Brittany Iverson. Okay. So I got the card out and I'm not sure if I'm able to switch my camera while I'm doing this. Like I don't have much I don't have any experience doing a live. So I don't know if I can switch my camera. I don't want to try and screw everything up. So this is how I will be showing you guys the cards. Old school way. If that's okay with everybody. Thank you, Deb. I really appreciate that. All right. So, does anybody have a question? This is for you guys. This is my way of saying thank you for all of your support. So, if you have anything you want to look into, the floor is yours. Hey, Sonia. Yeah, this is like really, really crazy. I started my YouTube channel to go outside of my comfort zone. For sure. That was like the main thing. And it kind of had a double purpose because about 2 years ago, I've always done tarot ever since I was like 18. Always been into everything like spirituality. I worked on a ghost investigation team for a while. But I had a lot of healing to do. And once I did a lot of healing, my gift came in full force. Like there was no holding it back. And that is one of the amazing things about releasing trauma is your divine gifts that you were brought into this world with, are unburdened essentially. So, therapy is great. And I didn't actually go see a doctor. I used past life regression hypnosis, and that really helped, and a lot of shadow work. So what's very interesting is a year later, here I am, answering the call to my gift fully, full time, like putting everything out there, and learning a lot as I go, learning a lot about business, about how to run your own business, all of that. It's been quite the ride, and I am really happy to be here. Ashley sent you. Hey, Kirks. So nice to have you. Yeah, Ashley is my girl. I'll tell you a little story. And start asking questions, guys. This is for you. I got the cards. But while I wait for some questions, I don't want to just sit here in silence. It'd be awkward. Little story about Ashley. So I started off as one of her subs. And she inspired me to actually, well, it was me wanting to do a YouTube channel for a long time. I started a makeup channel like maybe 5 years ago, and I just, hey Mo, love your name, by the way. What was I saying? Shit. Started off as a subscriber, wanted to do a YouTube channel. And as I was thinking of that, I was in, the Two of Wands phase, if you will. I started watching Ashley's channel, and I saw so much of myself in her. I swear it felt like I had known her from another life. It was so weird. And I started, subscribing, obviously, like watched a lot of her content, especially the Idaho stuff. And then a year later, I signed up as a member on her page, and she put this request out needing a photographer for her decks. And I saw that had been up for a month and nobody had jumped on it. And I was like, oh my God, like, I'd love to help her. And c'est la vie. That is just so, like, the journey that I've been on in this past year is like, it's blowing my mind. And every day my mind is getting blown. Okay. All right. Perfect. Is my dog Molly with me? Where should I put? Okay, sorry. I'm just trying to get your questions. Sorry. I don't have a moderator yet, so I'll do that. Bear with me. Okay. Where should I put my focus to open up my gifts more in full? Love this question. So I'm going to pull some tarot, as well as my animal spirit deck for you. Smiling is contagious. All right. What should I do to open my gifts in full? So we have the Knight of Pentacles. This is patience. I'm going to say this right away. The learning never stops. So you need to execute patience. Slow and steady wins the race is what I always say with that card. And then we have an epiphany. The Tower doesn't always have to be a bad card. In this case for you, it's an epiphany. And I feel like you recently have discovered that about yourself. Discovered that, holy shit. How did I know that? Why does everybody open up to me when I don't ask their secrets? That is because of your energy. That was the same thing with me my whole life. People would just naturally open up to me. When people would lie to me, I could tell they were lying. And I feel like this Tower moment was recently, maybe within the last 6 months for you. And it really tipped you off that, shit, this is serious for me. Okay. So then we have the Eight of Cups, and this is moving on. When you need to open up your gifts, you need to analyze your life and see what suits you, what serves you, I should say, and what does not serve you. Because when you're asking for your gifts to be more pronounced and for them to come in fully, you need to make room for them. And sometimes that means certain narratives, that programming that you collected throughout your life. We all have that. It's time to make some serious decisions about what serves you for your best emotional and spiritual health. So if you're around people that are not very healthy, then maybe that's something you may need to move away from to get more room for your gifts. And also little things like using your gift, practicing it. There's all these cool little games that you could do with your friends, like what me and Ashley did with the remote viewing. How that started was I was like assigned, take a picture of something random in your house, give me an alphanumeric code, and let me hone in on it. And you just practice and you practice and you practice, and it unfolds. But like I said, the learning never stops. I hope that answers your question. Oh yeah, and I wanted to do this animal spirit card. This is going to hopefully kind of clarify what I just said about your gifts. And we have the porcupine spirit. The number for this is 48. And what's interesting, it's time for a beginner's mindset. And that kind of brings me back to slow and steady wins the race. And have patience with yourself. It's like I said, the learning never stops. We're always going to be students in the class of spirit. But this will unfold for you quickly, the more energy and attention that you give it. Okay. Perfect, Yvonne. I'm going to use my animal communication deck for this, for your doggy. This deck is still in prototype phase, so it's not ready to be sold or anything yet. I still want to make some changes to it, but that doesn't mean that I can't use it. So, is my dog Molly with me? Does she know how much I love her? I can say yes to both of those, but let's get Molly to talk. Okay, Molly, this is a message for your mom. She misses you. She wants to know. I'm sorry, I'm going to cry. Personal support pet. I love making others feel better. She is your support right now on the other side. She is supporting you and loving you with her energy all the time. There's never a moment that she's not with you. As soon as you look at her picture, as soon as you think about her, that is an energetic highway to her. I don't know if white means purity and light, right? Like light, like God's light. So these colors are very symbolic. I'm going to use the afterlife outbox for this. I know it's not usually geared to animals, but they're our family, they're our loved ones. Let's just see with this, okay? Okay. We've got a holiday, which is Easter, and we have One Sweet Day by Boyz II Men. You guys will be absolutely reunited. Always. And I don't know why this is really making me emotional. It says, some truths stay hidden until you're ready to find them. I don't know if that has any meaning. But the song definitely does One Sweet Day. And that's the day that you guys will be reunited. I'm so sorry. Whew. I'd love to see if my brother comes through. I want to know if he's okay. Okay. Well, we'll need the afterlife outbox for that too. But let's get some tarot. Ace of Swords, the Sword of Truth. Hierophant, Sacred Knowledge. There's a truth that he's in. Queen of Pentacles. There's some sort of truth that he wants you to see. Something that you're not seeing in yourself. Allegedly, my opinion. So we've got the Sword of Truth. He's here and he has something to say to you. This is higher knowledge. This is from his higher perspective. And the Queen of Pentacles. He wishes that you would see the power that he sees in you. And let's get Afterlife outbox. Where the hell did I put it? Oh God, guys. I'll put it back in the box. Well, at least we know that I need to really get a different setup here for this, because okay, I just don't speak to you. I send messages through those around you. Isn't that what he's doing literally right now? Let's use the die. What passage applies? We got 2. 1, 2. A stranger. Oh my God. Sorry. Okay, it's this one right here. It says, a stranger will say something that feels oddly familiar. Pay attention. Could be me, could be somebody else. But he sends messages through other people. And then on the other card, the song is Better Days by Dermot Kennedy. Color is red. I hope that saw you well. All right. Oh, hey, Ashley. So happy to have you here. It means so much. All right. Okay. Thank you, Kathleen. All right, Kathy, can you have a general reading? Abso-freaking-lutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. I hope my speed is okay for you guys. Okay. Friggin' Ashley does this, man, and it's like seamless. I'll learn. Okay, just shuffling everything so you guys can see. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Oh, another doggy thing. All right. Kathleen, a general reading. Says the Animal Spirit Oracle deck. Nightingale Spirit, love is all around. So I feel, and the number is 41, I feel like this is going to be significant and clarify our message. A general reading for Kathy. Oh, you got more than 3 cards, Kathy. So we've got the Knight of Wands, Ace of Cups. So an outward pouring of emotions and action. Strength, Queen of Wands, and 8 of Pentacles. So with these 2 cards, there's something that you are really invested in emotionally. And you want to act upon this. You have developed your skill set, and you are sitting in this role right now. Strength. You are way stronger than you give yourself credit for. Look at everything. There is a lot of power, especially in this card. You have really done your due diligence, and it's time to put the action. You just need to give yourself credit for your strength. It's like everybody else sees it, but maybe sometimes you don't. Self-love. Love is all around. Start giving it back. And you'll have no problem sitting in this role. Okay. Hey, Eagles, Eagle Stars and Stripes. I've definitely, I know your name from watching the lives from Ashley. It's so great to have you here. Thank you. Will my son have more work coming in? Lots of charlatans without the skills are undercutting to stop people from working. That sucks. It's almost like, oh, we gotta keep the public down so they don't come for us. That's kind of how I see it. Like the powers that be, if you know what I mean. All right. Sorry, just getting the question again. Will my son have more work coming in? Will my son have more work coming in? We have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So this is confirming that there is an abundance. There's an abundance blockage. Oh. These are really tough times. And there's no cooperation. Just like you said, there's people literally undercutting. Okay, when will the work start coming in? Nine of Swords, sleepless nights. Two of Wands in reverse. It's like he's not even able to make a plan ahead out of this, it seems like. Why is that? Of course. 7 of Wands. A fight. A fair fight, like putting up a struggle. What will release this? Five of Cups. So you notice on this card, he's focused more. Oh, on these cups being empty than the 2 that are filled behind him, right? And I asked, what will release this? I'm wondering if it's time, if there's so many roadblocks that it might be time to reconsider other means. Maybe think outside the box as far as work is concerned. Let me get an animal spirit card for that. Oh, time for a deep dive. Yeah. Time to go in and really start reevaluating the career angle, I guess. Not necessarily to say that he has to do a different career, but maybe there's different outlets that there's more work. I hope that answers your question. Oh, I skipped a reading or a question. I'm so sorry. Is my dog Adagio? Oh, sorry. Adagio. Okay. Adagio is waiting at the rainbow door for me. Okay, Adagio. You waiting for your mom? I got reptilian friends. This deck needs a bit of work. Did Adagio, have you had other pets that weren't just dogs? I'm wondering, like, if this is a card and he's saying, like, I'm waiting, but with everybody. All right. Oh, yeah. We got home. I just was about to shuffle and these cards came out. We've got home and we have the Ace of Wands. He's eagerly waiting. But at the same time, you know, with the Ace of Wands, he's really excited for you to take action on the rest of your life. You know, from the perspective that they have, they can see everything. They sense everything that we're doing, especially when we connect with them. Oh, there was a card that, yeah. Oh, and the 10 of Cups. Or sorry, the 9 of Cups. He's absolutely waiting for you. Absolutely. And over there, there's no time. So it's not like he has to wait forever. Hey, Joanne. So happy to be here. So happy that you're here. Oh, I'm so happy that you like that answer. Smiling is contagious. Just found your channel through Ashley. Hey, Debbie. Yes, Victoria, you can absolutely. Thanks, Carla. Really appreciate that. Yes. You guys wouldn't mind giving hitting the thumbs up, or if you haven't subscribed and you like what you see so far, go ahead and hit that energy exchange button, that would be great. Thanks, Ashley. I feel so lucky. All right. So, Joanne, didn't you ask for a reading? Can you send a thank you to my mom and husband for surrounding me with love and healing spirit last year during medical treatments? Absolutely. Let's pull a card for that. Sending thank you to mom. Forward moving motion. She was there making sure that you got through that with no hiccups, smooth sailing. She feels your gratitude and your love, and she's never going to abandon you. Oh, yeah, I know. One of my cats was literally chosen. So me and my mom were feeding this stray cat, and she was pregnant. And then she went away for a little bit and came back, not pregnant anymore. And we're like, oh no, what happened to the babies? 3 weeks later, my mom goes down to feed her, like on her normal routine. And there was 2 little babies in our porch that were given to us by mom. And now my brother has mom, and she's living her best life in a condo in Toronto. And we've got the babies. So it's very special when an animal chooses you. Absolutely. That is like one of the best compliments that you could get. Yeah, that made me really emotional. I don't know why. Do you pick up anything for my son in treatment or my grandson with sensory issues in the future? All right, Lisa. So I just want to heads up to everybody. If I'm missing, actually put your questions in capitals so I can really see it. That would help me a lot. And if I don't get a question, just retype it. Oh, thanks, smiling. Okay, do I pick up anything for your son in treatment? So I'll do your son first and then your grandson. Do I pick up anything for your son in treatment? Well, right off the hop, I want to say that my heart goes out to you. I know firsthand what it's like to go through medical issues. 8 of Wands. This is very fast-moving energy, fast communication. I feel like perhaps this diagnosis was like really out of the blue. Hierophant. Six of Swords in reverse. Moving into an area that is scary. It's uncertain. But you're being divinely supported. Absolutely. All right. Can you give us any information on his treatment? Knight of Wands in reverse. Has his treatment been delayed at all? Knight of Wands in reverse is telling me that what is supposed to be streamlined and fast moving is not. It's upside down right now. So it's really interesting because you've got these 2 cards. The first one is like fast. I feel like that was maybe the diagnosis. And now you know what you need to do but now there's some delays. What can we know about that? Choices. Queen of Pentacles is like being very grounded and assured, self-assured. So I feel like the reason perhaps that this is in the reversed position is because there was a choice made, I'm assuming, by the medical staff. This wasn't a choice that was made lightly. I don't know if maybe they are hoping for some levels to get higher, to get better, because then it's less of a risk. What will release this delay? So we got the Four of Wands in reverse. This is not at home. So perhaps some prolonged stay at the hospital so they can get, I don't know, the proper assessment. I hope that helps you. Victoria, did I give your reading yet? Let me know if I did, and if I didn't, I apologize. I will definitely get to it. Will I ever see the light at the end of the tunnel? Will I ever see the light at the end of the tunnel? Let me shuffle these. Okay. Heavy burdens. You're going through a rough time right now. I'm feeling like every time I'm getting the game Tetris. You know the game Tetris in my head? You have to block the color blocks and then, you know, that kind of thing. I feel like every time you clear space, more shit gets piled on top of you. There's an element that you're not, that's either being kept from you or that you're not seeing for some reason. That's preventing you from seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. What is that? Has to do with balance. There's something that's out of alignment. What is that? The Fool. This is about first steps. First, like a new beginning, but in this case, I don't believe it's a new beginning. It's almost like perhaps there was some steps at the beginning that were maybe overlooked or not considered, and not at any fault of your own, but just, you know, how things can get overseen, right? I'm wondering if going back to the beginning in a way and reassessing things will help you bring in the abundance, because this, you know, is in reverse. This is like abundance isn't flowing the way you want it to. So it all comes back to the beginning, whatever this is for you. Let's get one more card. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. And this is not in reverse. This is upright. So when you go back to the beginning and you just reassess some things, and I feel like where you are now in your life, you're going to see those things very clearly. And there was a reason you didn't before, and it's because you didn't experience certain things to allow you to have that insight that you do now. And once you do, your luck will change for the better. Allegedly, might be. Okay. No problem, Ashley. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'm proud of me too. All right. Okay. No, I'm fine, Sonia. What is throwing me off is just nothing is throwing me off. It's making sure like I get all the questions, and I don't want to miss any questions, and I don't know. This is really fun. It's very new. So if I look a little awkward, it's because I kind of am feeling awkward. Full transparency on this channel, okay? You're so welcome, Joanne. Are my loved ones watching over me? Ray Lynn. I love your name, by the way. It's beautiful. Are your loved ones watching? Oh, that was... I don't know if you saw that, but they freaking exploded. Absolutely, they are watching over you. If this hand wasn't clear enough, you have a lot of female energy on the other side. You have the Empress, you have the Queen of Cups, and this is representing them cheering you on the other side, celebrating you through all of your victories, all of the lessons that you learn, all of the rough times. They're there supporting you. They have not left your side, not in the least bit. Let's get the afterlife outbox. A card from Raylan's family on the other side. Justice, closure, or understanding. What is meant for you will become clear. And let's get the die on this. What passage applies? We've got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let go of what no longer serves the truth. Only carry what moves you forward. Take what resonates and leave the rest. And the song is You Raise Me Up by Josh Groban. And the 3 of Cups, they are cheering you on the other side. They are supporting you all the time. Okay. Allegedly, my opinion. Of course, you can have a general reading. Love your name, by the way. A lot of the times I get tongue-tied when I say allegedly, and I say allelogy. That should be my name, allelogy. All right. Hey, Yvette, so happy you made it. All right. Allegedly, my opinion. Oh, we've got the 9 of Cups. We've got The Five of Swords. Conflict. And then we have the Queen of Swords. So this general reading is picking up on some sort of conflict that has an aspect to it that is like the truth. And I believe that that was kind of the issue for the conflict, was like people weren't on the same page. But then we have the Nine of Cups. So it's like, this is telling me that there have been efforts to, you know, heal this conflict. The Page of Cups. Page of Cups always reminds me of like the inner child. Kind of being a little naive, not realizing that maybe what they left out, didn't realize that what they left out would cause such a conflict. And that this person is trying to make up for it. Yeah, I don't feel any maliciousness with this at all. It was like somebody knew that they made a mistake and they weren't completely forthright with something. So if there's anything like that going on, just know that this person is probably a good candidate to have a little bit of forgiveness and understanding. Let's get a spirit animal card for that. Maybe it'll confirm what I said. Come on. Okay, so we've got the turtle spirit. It's card 62, and it's slow and steady wins the race. So I do understand that maybe it'll take a bit of patience and a bit of time to get there. But if you at least try, that counts for something. I hope that saw you well. Can you tell me if my cat Kato misses me? He was... Oh, I love Siamese. Oh, no. Oh, Debbie, I'm so sorry. I don't... That would be brutal. I mean, I can actually totally empathize with that, because I did put my mom's Siamese cat down. His name was Pumbaa, and oh my God. I was a wreck. It was the first animal I ever had to put down, and you know, I'm strong for a lot of things, but when it comes to animals, I can't handle it. I'm a wreck. Okay. Kato. He knows how hard that was for you. How much devastation that inflicted on you. Yeah. Painful endings. And this is making me feel like he fought really hard. There was a lot of tears. Still is a lot of tears. but he's at home. He's got, you know, that higher perspective with the Hierophant. He's got a new lease on life. And he's no longer conflicted. You're his mom. He's so grateful for your help. And the memories will be there forever. And he watches over you all the time, like, and watching you do your regular things. And every time you think about those memories, again, like I said earlier, that is your highway to him. And that is your energetic highway to him. Oh, these freaking animals, man. Okay. Will I get out of financial problems? Gemma. I've always loved that name, Gemma. Actually, let's use my career deck. This is like a mix of career and love, but I feel called to use it for some reason. Caught intentions. So it's like, I'm feeling like, so this is a card that governs over love, but I'm feeling like some similarities to the financial issues. So I'm picking up that it's like you're just waiting for the next conflict to happen. It's like you get clear of one thing and then another thing happens, that another bill that you have to pay or another friggin' thing that goes up in price. And it's like you can never get ahead. It's like every time you chisel your way out a little bit, you kind of get stuck again. And it's like this tension rat race. It's making you feel powerless. And when you feel powerless, then your ways of manifesting the life you deserve are kind of hindered, right? So let's see how we can unblock this. How can we unblock this? Well, there is definitely hope. The sun is saying that. Judgment. Taking a moment to really be honest with yourself and your situation and making some decisions on what you need to cut out and what you need to add in. So you can watch your money grow. So I don't know if this is, like, it's hard that I don't know this specific, so I can give you like, you know, certain things to try. But this card kind of always gives me like a vibe of investing a little bit. And I understand it's really hard to do that when you don't have the money to put away in the first place, because I can definitely empathize with that struggle. But knowing where you can make some cuts in the meantime to buy yourself a little bit of wiggle room. Yeah, King of Pentacles. Maybe like finding somebody you can confide in that is very knowledgeable with finances. They can give you some ideas on ways to make some passive income. Something like that. Something that doesn't take a lot of time out of your day, because that's going to take away from your other responsibilities. So I feel like if you could just reassess your situation, kind of be a bit honest with yourself about what you need to keep and what you need to let go of, and finding a few ways on to make some passive income. I hope that helps you. Kitty, who are my spirit guides? Well, I'm going to tell you right off the hop, we have a whole team. It's not just one, it's not just two, it's a whole team. These can be, ancestors. These can be even extraterrestrials, if you are into that kind of thing. But let's take a look at yours. All right. Kitty wants to be introduced to her spirit guides. Please show yourself. So we've got the King of Swords, and we've got the Knight of Cups, and we have the Fool. This is a variety of different personalities, if you will. And I feel like they all kind of govern certain areas of your life. So the Fool is the carefree, let's just love and have fun and eat good food and just love everything. And just enjoy the journey that we're on, because that is really the whole point of life, is to enjoy the journey. So I'm trying to tap in on the energy of this guy, like if it's a male energy, if it's a female energy. And actually I think this is an angel, because I can't put a gender to it. Some spirits are more divine masculine, some are more divine feminine, and then angels, especially at least most of the ones that I have come in contact with, they're general gender neutral. So I feel that one is that. Knight of Cups, this is again more male, and this is the one that helps you navigate through your emotions. I feel like with this would be somebody that you've had a lot of lifetimes with. Not in this lifetime right now, but still assists you in this. This person will never not assist you. It's either they're in the life with you, or they're monitoring and helping you from the other side, which in this case, I feel is the case with the Knight of Cups. So this is has been an earthbound spirit in the past. King of Swords, this is to me feeling like an ascended master. I'm getting the vibe of Jesus, but it doesn't necessarily have to be, but it's that type of energy, very pragmatic, very, doesn't say a lot, listens more than anything. But when he needs to step up and guide you, he takes full reign. And you can start the dialogue to talk to them. I am a firm believer that every single one of us can do this. It just takes some practice, and it just takes, a little bit of work to be able to recognize the feeling of the energies and stuff. But anytime you before bed, set an intention. Be like, I intend to cross paths with my guides tonight. I want to start a dialogue. And see, they're not able to truly interfere. There's kind of a prime directive, but when we ask, they can absolutely help us. So I suggest taking a shot in the dark and just start talking to them. Say, I want you to reach me in this way. Be specific. Do I see Jeremy? Okay, Sherry. Let me see. Jeremy. So as I said, Jeremy, the Three of Swords came out. I feel that you're heartsick over Jeremy. I'm feeling like, does it make sense that you're kind of, lately you've been really wondering why you're not feeling him or he's not making his presence to you? Can you let me know if that's the case? Just send me like a yes or something if you're still on. Because if that's the case, it's for a reason, and it is not because he's ignoring you. Yeah. Four of Pentacles. So this has nothing to do with money, but what this has to do is this attachment. The intense wanting to see him again, to feel him again. And it kind of inhibits spirit to be able to come to you as easy as it can, because this energy is like a lower vibrational frequency and it's really hard for them to cut through that. Best way to get connected to people on the other side is to raise your vibration and be in the frequency of love, because the love transmutes everything and it's the most powerful energy in existence is love. So I know it's so much easier said than done. And if you're in this phase, you need to feel it. You need to, like, if this is a fresh thing, you know, be patient with yourself. Jeremy isn't going to abandon you ever. He's not going to abandon you ever. But he's giving you time. He's giving you time to work through your grief. Yeah, High Priestess. So this was in reverse when I picked it up, because the grief is interrupting your intuition, interrupting your connection to him. And like I said, you can't really rush this process. You need to feel it. You need to release. And then when you're feeling less heavy, be in the frequency of love. Put yourself in the moment, immerse yourself in the moment of like one of the happiest moments you have with him. That is going to connect you to him. So again, be patient with yourself. This takes time, especially if it's not something you're used to doing. But I can tell you right now that he's not ignoring you or anything like that, if that's what you were feeling. Do you know when my son Tommy is coming home? Hey, Unspoken Butterfly. Thank you so much for being here. I can't believe how many people showed up today. That's really cool. All right, let's see if we can get somewhat of a time thing for the homecoming. Queen of Pentacles. This is a mom card. This is always like a single mom card for me. So this is representing unspoken butterfly, in my opinion. And you see how she's like looking down at the pentacle, kind of like forlorn and just like, you know, like, I wish he'd be home. Woo! Hangman in reverse. And then we have the Two of Wands in reverse. It looks like there's some delays in his plans with the Two of Wands being in reverse. There's something, yeah, it's like he's not able to make the next step in his plan because of some sort of setback. What's this all about? Ace of Pentacles. This is like a material offer. So it's almost like I can't go home until I fulfill some sort of material offer. Because there was some sort of disappointment that happened. I'm wondering if it has to do with finances. Can you let us know if it has something to do with finances or what? Ace of Swords. And then we have the Seven of Cups, which is options, but also illusions. It's like something that I chose and I thought to be true really disappointed me and is preventing me from making the next steps to go home. So I need to fulfill some sort of material offer before I can do those next steps. I hope that makes sense. I wrote my friend a letter. Will he reach out to me? Thank you. All right, Pam. Thanks for being here and thank you for your questions. Oh my God. There I go. I'm so clumsy with the damn cards. Actually, I'm so clumsy in general. My God, I'm like a bull in a china shop. All right. Wrote my friend a letter. Will he reach out to me? We got the King of Cups. This is somebody who's emotionally mature. So that's good. That's a good sign. And then we've got the Chariot. I think he will. Absolutely. This is like forward moving motion. Like I get the letter and I go down, like, and I follow through. Ace of Cups. So I feel like this letter had to do with deeper feelings with this card. And it was a letter of unburdening things, like almost like setting your heart free. I'm just going to say what I need to say. And if it's meant to be, he'll contact me. And with the Chariot and the King of Cups upright, he's definitely in the mental state, in the emotional space to reach out to you. I hope that helps. You're so welcome, allegedly. Is my youngest adult son okay? He tells me he's okay, but he sleeps most days. And when he has his daughter, he is happy. Will he get a job soon? Okay, let's check this. He says he's okay. Let's see. So sorry, I'm just trying to get the direction. So we've got the Two of Cups. This is about a partnership and a choice. I'm wondering, a partnership and a choice. Then we have the Page of Cups. This is representing the daughter. Is it the daughter? Sorry, I just want to make sure I get the, yes, the daughter. But the daughter is not at home with him. And I think that is what's bothering him, is how his whole routine is like not there. Whatever routine he had in this stage, I feel has changed for him. And that's making it harder to be happy. But it's like, you're right. When he sees his daughter, that's like the only bit of reprieve I feel like he gets. But then when she leaves and she's no longer at the home, it kind of, I'm feeling like all I want to do is sleep until she gets back again. So whatever change he's been going through, it's affecting him. Absolutely, it's affecting him emotionally. I'm kind of feeling make a little bit more than he thought it would, if that makes sense. Will he get a job? Yes. There is light at the end of the tunnel for him. The Ten of Cups. This is emotional fulfillment. And if you notice, there's kids in the background. What more can you tell us about when this will turn up for him? Okay. So this is disinterest, and I feel like this is the state he's in right now. He needs help, the Six of Pentacles, to get out of this state. Because that's what's preventing him from, you know, dealing with the thoughts in his head, the worries that he has, all of that kind of stuff. This state is preventing him from tackling all of that to get to here. So what will help him get out of this state? Kind of taking the blinders off. There might be something that he's not seeing, and it might be because he's too afraid to open up to it, because he's already feeling so grabby. Yeah, so we have the King of Cups. This is like, again, I said, an emotionally balanced and mature person. And then we have the Ace of Swords, and this is like vigilancy. This is being very, not putting himself out there, being very vigilant on what he gives him his feelings over to, because I think he's felt so hurt. He's like, I can't afford to be hurt any freaking more. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sit here and time out a little bit. I'll wait for my daughter. I'll spend time with my daughter. But for right now, I just need to just be, kind of thing, before he can take action. So right now, I would say he needs a lot of understanding. He doesn't need to be pressured, but he does need to be inspired, if that makes any sense. Oh, thank you, Pam. I appreciate you saying that. So happy you're here, Kelly. Oh, shoot. He's in prison. Oh my God. Okay. I did not feel that. I was honestly, I mean, yeah, I was getting the feeling of being trapped, like the Eight of Swords card, that is being imprisoned, but it's usually like not literal prison. Oh my God. I'm so sorry that happened to him. That, you know what? This wrongfully convicted stuff is happening way too much. I mean, how many cases are happening right now that, like, that's scary. It's really scary. Let me look into this again for you. Okay, so this is the fight that he's up against. This is the fight he's up against. It's perseverance. This is like the ultimate perseverance. We have the Three of Cups. What's the Three of Cups? King of Pentacles. Somebody is celebrating this. Somebody is celebrating this. Yeah, there is not at home. That would make sense. Yeah, he's not at home. Knight of Swords. This is no action. Like, dead in the water. Partnership, but in reverse. There's no communication happening. This is a lack of communication. And so it's putting things dead in the water. In my opinion, I think he's got an uphill battle. I really hate to say that. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you're going through this. If you ever, need assistance, like, or even just someone to talk to, you can email me anytime. I'm going to say this, but I don't always do it. So I really want to be clear about that. But there have been a couple of people that I'm working with, like, behind the scenes, regarding their missing loved ones. And I do that. like outside of my YouTube channel with real people. I don't put it on Facebook or on YouTube or anything like that. It's like very private. But I have been known to give complimentary readings in serious cases like this. So I just want to put it out there. If you ever need a reading, you can email me, and don't think that I'm going to say, oh, okay, can I have some money now? I mean, yes, I do charge for my personal readings. However, in certain circumstances, I believe the truth is more important than the money. So that's always an option to you, butterfly. Okay, Mama Boo, message from Spirit. Oh, my freaking bandana. Okay. I'll start with the Animal Spirit deck. Message for Mama Boo from Spirit. Interesting. This is the second time this card's come up. Time for a beginner's mind. I'm going to pull another one, because I feel like that is not all the message. Okay. So, time for a beginner's mind, but embrace the in-between. So, take a few steps back and observe. Take a few steps back. Observe things like you're looking at them for the very first time. If that makes any sense. The numbers on the card are 48, 26. So we got the moon in reverse. This is about things coming out of the darkness that was hidden before. So when you take a beginner's approach, try to see things for the very first time, like with fresh eyes, you're going to be surprised as to what kind of things will be known to you that you're going to be like, how did I not see that? And it's all because you're slowing down and you're just observing. The information we get from just listening can be astounding. The star. You'll find your North Star if you do those things. One more card to end it. Page of Wands. You'll be, like about to embark on a new journey at that point, because you'll see things from a totally new perspective. I hope that helps you. Hey, Kristen, I'm so happy that you're here for your first live. This is my first live too. Hosting one anyway. Oh. 3 of Cups. 3 was involved in putting him in prison. Yeah, and that makes sense of the celebration. They're happy that it's him and not them. That's disgusting. Oh my God. I'm so sorry that you're going through that. I can't even imagine. Okay, Joanne, I don't know. Oh no, that's okay. You can go back and watch it if you want. And I'm going to be doing these every week. And it'll be a lot more scheduled, if you will. So no worries. You can put a little reminder in your phone No problem at all. Oh, you're so welcome, Mama Boo. Thank you so much, Raquel. Absolutely, Callie. What does the future hold for your business? So when I do stuff about like the future, I have to say this as a disclaimer. So free will is a gift that we were all granted, and it has a very real role in the future events. So how about this? If everything, I'll get one aspect of if everything does not change and you stay where you are now, what the outcome is. And we'll do another one where if you make some changes, what will the outcome be? If that kind of makes sense. I think that's a good way to approach this. Alrighty. Okay, so if everything were to stay the same, and I'm going to use my career deck. If everything were to stay the same and not change, you were to stay the same trajectory that you are right now, you're destined for your happy ending. Like, yes, this, like I said, this is a money and love deck, but it just replace love with money kind of thing. So I feel like you are really pulling in your dreams. You're really trying to manifest, and that it's definitely happening. It is definitely, you're making some movement in it. I feel though, and I could be wrong, but I feel that maybe you were hoping that it would have happened a little sooner or a little quicker. So let's check the other aspect. If you were to make some changes, what would your outcome be? You saw me shuffle this, right? I got the same freaking card. Like, so what that's telling me is that either way, you're going to get what you want. However, one way is might be quicker than another. So if everything were to stay the same, what kind of time period can we expect? So it's going to take slower, and you're not going to have the help. Yeah, so if you stay on the same trajectory and you don't invite in more help or guidance or something, there's an ingredient that you need for this to happen quicker for you. So if you don't do that, it's going to take longer. If you do make some changes, how long can we expect? We've got the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups isn't fast by any means, but he's not the slowest either. That's the Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, you make a little bit of changes, you will see a quicker timeline, but not really quick. And honestly, everything happens in divine timing. So I can guarantee you that there's probably a really good reason for why it's not happening as quickly, and you probably wouldn't want it to happen as quickly. I don't think that's in your best interest. Just my opinion. I hope that works for you, Callie. Yes, Dior Coons. Yes, I have. Yeah. Really. Oh my God, that guy that was camping with his, what was his name? The guy that was camping with them, with the grandfather's friend. I don't know. So weird. And that the guy just kind of, and I don't know what it is about him that's like making me feel off about him. If it's because, like, if I'm being biased because of the way he looks, I really try to not be like that, but I'm only human, right? And the way he was acting was really strange. How, there was like a news guy that kept knocking on his door and he answered it half asleep and he's like, I'm not talking to you now. And it was just really suspicious. But yeah, I have heard about that and I will absolutely do a reading on my channel. And yeah, I do. There's like, I'll do a reading on anything. I don't pick and choose. Oh, thank you so much, Maddie. I really appreciate that. Oh, Victoria, let me do it right now. I'm so sorry. I missed you. Let me your general reading, girl. I'm so sorry. I'm going to do it right now, and this video will be up. So if you can't stay for the reading, it'll be up. I'm so sorry. The questions are coming, and it's hard to see. So if everybody could put their questions in caps, that would really help me a lot. So Victoria, we've got the Emperor, we've got Judgment, and we've got Strength. These are all major arcana cards. So I feel like you're going through a big change in your life that is not necessarily something that you have a lot of control over. The Judgment is kind of touching on reevaluating some things so you can step into your power and truly live out your purpose. But it is going to require strength and self-love and to dive a little deep. Maybe into parts that you haven't given much attention to in a while. I'm so sorry I didn't get to this sooner. So sorry. I hope that's all right for you. Hey, Mandy. So happy to have you here. Mandy with a Y. I'm Mandy with an I-E. Oh, hey, Ziva from Belgium. Oh, that is so cool. I have all these Europeans now. It'd be really cool if, like, I could do, like, I don't know, like a kind of tour. Or not like a tour, but like visits to certain cities, do readings there. I mean, that would be really, really cool. And I could meet you guys in person. Oh, absolutely. You'll definitely continue in a positive trajectory. Just be patient with yourself. Yeah. Yeah, no, he was really, really suspicious. With the time changes, yeah. Yes, your check on your question. If you guys can write your questions in capitals so I don't miss them. It's easy to miss. I'm so sorry. I'm going to try to find Victoria Ladybug's comment. I think she's commented, so I'm going to see if I can comment on her comment and say, oh, by the way, I did do your thing. Just check the live. I feel really freaking bad. Oh, okay. Thanks, Sonia. Yeah. Write your questions in caps. That would be amazing. Have you ever done a reading about summer wells? I have it on my list of readings to do. I'll show you. I'm old school. So summer wells is right here. Oh yeah. So I've been doing research into Sebastian Rogers. Okay. I have a couple things. Oh, Darlene, I will give you a reading before. Do you do one-on-one? Yes, Maddie, I do one-on-one readings. Just email me at thewayofTruthTarot@gmail.com and we will discuss what you want, like what you want in your reading. And we can discuss, like I'll show you my price list, and all of that. So absolutely, I'm open for personal readings. Just go ahead and email me. I respond pretty quickly too, so you won't be waiting too long, if really anytime. So yes, Brandy, going to be doing the summer wells, hopefully sometime this week. Hi, would love a message, please. Of course, Darlene. Let's get to your message. Okay, this is Animal Spirit card. See the big picture, the giraffe, 29. So see the big picture about something. The 7 of Wands. Page of Swords. Both of these are in reverse, and what's really interesting is like they're both like the Page of Swords in reverse is about being vigilant and like needing to kind of watch yourself, be mindful of things, mindful of your thoughts, especially limiting thoughts. And I feel like whatever conflict that you're going through, or it doesn't even have to be a conflict with a person, but whatever is causing you to kind of need to always watch your back or be mindful around people's energy in like protection mode. There's a bigger picture happening here. And I feel it's like it wants you to see that not everybody has bad intentions. Yeah. A 6 of Swords, moving to calmer waters. It's almost like when you see the bigger picture, you see people's agendas and you'll realize that it's not you causing the conflicts. It's them causing the conflicts because that's what they thrive on. And so to get over to calmer waters, you got to see the big picture and see what they're doing. Like, see what they're doing. Oh, see them for what it is. Like, I'm trying to articulate. I'm not doing a very good job, am I? See past their motivations just to the root of why they're doing it. And it's because they're conflicted inside, not you. I hope that helps. Oh my God, Raquel, I used to live in Toronto for 13 years. I lived on the Danforth. I also lived downtown for a while. I lived at Yonge and Eglinton too. Love Toronto. Miss it so much. Oh, it's okay, Joanne. I can give you a general message. Like, that's okay. let's just shuffle these up for you. Nine of Cups. Devil. Ten of Cups. And the 10 of Pentacles. Wow. You have overcome a lot. You overcame extremely toxic energies. This could even be like, this card can range anywhere from, you know, like abuse or substance dependency. Just, you've overcome a lot. That's all I'm saying. You've overcome a lot, and you're really well on your way to creating the life that you absolutely deserve. We've got, what's really interesting is we've got the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups. So this is being emotionally fulfilled and having all of your loved ones around you and being financially secure. And then we have the 9 of Cups. And this is showing the progression that you really had to work at this first, at the emotional part first, before you were able to get here and then ultimately here. So whatever you went through, whatever was your devil, you've transmuted it with love. And that's how you do it. That's how you defeat the beast. Yeah, Isaac, that was his name. Grandpa's fishing friend. Really weird. Cream Puff. I would love a message from my guides, please. Of course. Okay. 5 more minutes. I'm going to jump off. Because I'm really, really starving. I'm starting to feel a little nauseous. I haven't eaten yet. But let me get to... Okay. Cactus Butt is going to be my last message or reading for tonight anyway. And if you go on my community page, if those of you who are not subscribed yet, please subscribe, because tomorrow or later tonight, I'm going to post on the community page when I'm going to be doing my regular lives. Okay. So make sure that you're notified. Message from your guides. Okay, so we have the Ace of Wands, which is the beginning of a project, of an energetic output. Sorry, there's like stuff coming. I'm trying to read it. Got to get used to this. Okay, so there's the start of something that you really want to put your energy into. And the Page of Pentacles, it's like maybe not like whatever it is that you want to start with this Ace of Wands, it is going to be successful. However, you're going to need to get a solid foundation first. With the Page of Pentacles, the page is like, it represents a younger adult, like first embarking on their life, okay? And when you are doing that, you're in this part of your life where you're trying to develop your foundations so you have a firm platform to stand on 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, etc. So whatever this project is, you need to turn this card from reversed to upright. So planning. You can never plan too much, but be open to the plans changing. Okay. Mandy, I would love a reading, please. Sending love. Absolutely, Mandy. Okay, so this could be shuffled. Five of Swords. A conflict that came in fast. That perhaps you did not see coming. Maybe you didn't see coming, perhaps because you were preoccupied with something else. You see how he's looking at the fish? You know, it's like so amazed that like your attention is pulled to that and not something you should be paying attention to. Like this conflict, which is interesting. We've got the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands. So it's almost like a conflict in your head, but then it turns out to be a physical conflict as well. Doesn't necessarily mean a conflict with another person, but a conflict of interest or a conflict of something. And it's definitely, the Swords is like intellect. It's like the mind. So this is like an inner battle that has manifested itself into 3D world. There's a bigger picture though happening. There's a bigger picture happening, and the truth will come out about this conflict. It's so weird. With the Knight of Wands, this is like, full steam ahead. Like, I know what I need to do, and I'm prepared to do it, and I'm going to go and do it. I don't know what this is for you. This is strange, and it's hard when I don't have a lot of context. But there is a bigger picture at play here. That's what the world is saying. You know, email me if you have any more questions about this. No charge or anything. Just email me. And let me know if this makes any sense to you. It's very strange. Oh, thanks, Maddie. I appreciate your kind words, and I'm happy that I was able to help you a little bit. That's why I'm here. I just want to help. Yeah, reading about your relationships for the remaining year. What time is it? Okay, it's 9:02. I'm going to do this, and then I really got to hop off. Let's get the love and career deck. Watch. It's a love question. I'm going to get the money cards. Okay. Actually, I didn't. Happy endings. Card 69. Oh, Spirit's feeling a little spicy tonight. So, question the promises that seem too perfect. Believes reality is far from the fairy tale and feels disillusioned. Or feels skeptical of happy endings and distrusts fairy tale promises. You wanted a fairy tale, but life has shown you its imperfections and our relationship isn't the perfect story, but it's real. Okay. Let's get some insight to that. So we've got 10 of Swords in reverse. This is a recovery from a breakup or from some devastating thing that happened. And we're talking about love, so I have a feeling this is a breakup. And the 2 of Wands in reverse. This is like this breakup kind of shook your plans, your life plans. It's like, I can't make my plans the way I wanted to anymore. Like, what the hell? But again, there's a bigger picture at play. What is the bigger picture at play? The 3 of Wands. So, waiting for your ships to sail in. That is telling me that person was not right for you. There was a bigger plan in play, and you were meant to wait for the right person. So is that right person coming? Sneaky. Betrayal. And then we've got the King of Pentacles, which is a very pragmatic, a very disciplined person, a very not really emotional type person, somebody who just likes the physical and like what they can deduce and all that kind of thing. And I feel like there might need to be a bit of healing that needs to take place. Yeah. There's deeper feelings about this betrayal that are still happening. And until that's cleared, you might be waiting a bit longer for your right person to come in because of the healing that needs to take place. Yeah, the King of Wands. So being able to feel the energy that has been suppressed. I hope that helps. All right, my lovelies, I'm starving. I gotta go, but this was amazing. And I hope everybody... Oh, thanks, Sonia. Absolutely, Mandy. I'm gonna try to hop on sooner than next week, okay? Because, yeah, I want to... I don't know. How long is too long for a live, right? Like, I know you guys don't have all night, right? So if anybody has any ideas or requests for how long you want the live, all that kind of stuff, you can email me again, thewayofTruthTarot@gmail.com. You can also email me there if you're interested in private readings. I'm open to them right now. I charge by time. So if you want. This is just like the, yeah, a 30-minute reading is $60 Canadian, because I'm Canadian. Um, an hour is 100. And then based on if you go over an hour, then I charge in like 15-minute increments, which is like $1 a minute. So 15 minutes would be $15. I hope that's fair to you guys. I think that's fair. And yeah, I hope you had a really great time. I really did a lot. This was a really awesome experience, and I think I did okay for my first time. So thank you so much for all of the love and for everybody that came. Like, this is really, I was not expecting a turnout like this, so I'm absolutely touched. I'm also going to have some really cool things in store. Thanks, Marie. I have some really cool things that I have planned for you guys down the road. I also want to start doing Zoom calls, or like Zoom meetings where we can all get together and we can like literally work on one of my cases, or maybe I can choose a whole new case that we just do together as a group. I really like that idea. So if you like that idea, let me know. Because I'm going to post on it, on my post, on my community page. I'm going to post a post about the Zoom call meeting thing on my Zoom, or on my community page. So stay tuned for that. And if you like the idea of that, please email me, because I need your email address to put into the Zoom thing. So if you want to be a part of that, let me know your email to my email. All right, I'm going to stop rambling and I'll bid you good night. Thank you so much again. This was so freaking cool. This is literally a dream come true for me. So thank you. Thank you so much. I love you guys. And to the people that I wasn't able to get to, I'm so sorry. How about this? Email me and I will make sure that the next live, your questions are first. Okay? Okay. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for being here.